wasn't good looking, but something about him made him stand out in a crowd. He worked with his hands, he was just a young man, but you, around 30 years old. He liked to eat out, he had sinners for friends. They say he turned water to wine. A great storyteller with a right sense of humor, this was a lover of life. Brave and courageous, gentle and kind, he had no fear of man. Love him or hate him, you couldn't ignore him. He was a lion and a lamb. I gotta know Jesus the man, I wanna know Jesus the man. Hear him, see him, touch him, feel him. I wanna know Jesus the man. He healed the sick and he raised the dead, but he tended to play it all down. He was the message, and the message went out as he traveled from town to town. Power came from him as the crowds gathered round. They knew he could feel their disease. Filled with compassion, he would reach out and touch them. His love could meet every need. I gotta know Jesus the man, I wanna know Jesus the man. Hear him, see him, touch him, feel him. I wanna know Jesus the man. He sometimes got angry, he knew sorrow and grief. He shouted, he sang and he cried. Church every Sabbath, but in no way religious. He just loved God with all that he had. Afraid of the light, they took him one night, betrayed by a follower's kiss. They bound him and tried him, and then crucified him. Heard him say, Father, forgive. They cursed and they mocked him, stripped him and beat him. He hung on that cross till he died. And on the third day he rose up from the grave. The angels proclaim he's alive. I gotta know Jesus the Lord, I wanna know Jesus the Lord.